Hello students, this is Mr. Gibson, your math teacher for Math 35. I understand that there was a little misunderstanding as far as the location of our classroom today, and some of you were not in class as of today. So I'm making this video to give you a recap of what happened in class today as a basic overview. But before we get to that aspect of this video, what I want to do first is to make sure that you know where to report on Monday. Now, on Monday, you will report to the following classroom. It is in the Atkinson building, which is the building that has the library. This building, the room that you're going to report to is room 219. Again, on Monday, you will report to room 219. Again, it's in the Atkinson building where the library is, and it's room 219. So I will see you there on Monday. Now, over this weekend, since you missed Wednesday's class, what you would need to do is sign into My Math Lab. I'm going to go step by step as to what you need to do in order to access My Math Lab. So the first thing you need to do is to type in mymathlab.com. Again, you would type in mymathlab.com. Okay, now it takes you to the site. Now your next step, because you're registering, you will click on Student. Then you will scroll down until you get to OK Register Now and click on OK Register Now. Now you will click on your course ID. Now I'm going to give you this course ID, and remember this is for Math 35. And the course ID is Gibson. And it also is the numbers 85238. And as you notice here, there's no spaces. Now, if you need to pause this video, pause it so you can copy down the course ID. Now, you will click on Continue. Now, it says here on the right, it says Math 035-52. If that is your course number, this is the class that you're supposed to be in, and everything is fine. Now, what you would need to do is this here. There are two pathways you would need to take. One, if you took Math 19 and you have a My Math test account, you will enter your username and password here and click Sign In. If that is the case, type that in, click Sign In, and then wait, because I have to go to the Create a Pearson account for those that do not have an account. For those of you that do not have an account, you will click on Create. Now under Create, you would need to give out your email address. You would need to make a username and password. Now, this is what I would suggest you do. I would suggest not necessarily you using your Jackson email address, but use an email address that you actually check. So I'm going to put in my email address, which happens to be my Jackson email address, and I check that email. The next thing, a username. Now, with my username, typically what I would do is I would use my email. But matter of fact, let me put in another email since this is an example. Let me put in I'll put in my Gmail account. Okay, class, it turned out that I had used my Gmail account as well. So what I did was I made up a fake email here, but you use your real email, the email that you actually check. So I put in my email address, and I also would suggest you use that same email address as your username. That would be an easy way for you to remember it. Now next, you need a password. Please make sure it's a password that you can remember. Your password must be 8 characters long. It must have at least 1 letter, 1 number. So you can have 7 letters, 1 number, 7 numbers, 1 letter, or a combination of both. So I'm going to put in a password for me. And then you will have to retype it as well. So put in one for yourself. And then here you will need to put in your first and last name. Then you have a security question. It says, I'll put what is my father's middle name. I'll just put the city I work in, which is Jackson. Okay, now, after you finish all of this, you would check the I accept and then click create account. Now, when you come to this screen, I know some of you have bought your MyMathLab code, but just until Monday, I want you to go under the temporary access. So click here under get temporary access without payment for 14 days. So you click here, this pops up, and then you say yes. But before I go here, let me click no thanks and go back. For those of you that have Math 19 and you signed in, you use your username and password, you will be at this screen. So this is the screen where all of you will be at, the ones that had Math 19 and the ones that did not. And you will click this 14-day code and click yes. Now, this is putting you in the class. Now you will click to go to your course, and now this will pop up. Now, just to show the navigation, you will click on the course title, and then you will be given these tabs here. Now, under the course title, you know you have your course home. It shows you the calendar and also the due dates of some of the assignments. Now, if you click on guided notes, guided notes is basically a PDF document that shows the notes that you will be using throughout the class. I will have a packet for you on Monday if you are not in the class on Wednesday. So just wait until Monday and I will give you the packet for the notes. Okay, the next thing, you will click on Notes Videos. Now, what you will have to do is this here. When I give you the guided notes, you are to go on the videos and watch the videos to take notes on. So you will click on the Notes tab and click on Math 35 Notes, and then you notice that my YouTube channel will come up. Now I have videos here from section 1, 2, all the way up to section 8.3. Now this class goes up to chapter 10, so I just need to do chapters 9 and 10, and you will use these videos. Now the homework section, you will click on homework, and then here homework, you could click on the section of the homework, and then you could do the homework problems. And I will go more in depth with that once we meet on Monday. Now, there's no quizzes and tests. You don't have to do the study plan. The grade book just basically shows your overall grade for the class. It may not, well, it showed up here. Now you see I have no assignments, but if you did some assignments, you will click on show overall score. Okay, next you could go down here. I don't do the chapter contents or the tools for success, but I do use the multimedia library. Now under the multimedia library, this is based off of the textbook. You could click whatever chapter it is and the section, and you could pick one of these here. The multimedia textbook, that would take you to the page in the textbook that this lesson is being taught on. Animation will give you different things that will help you with the subject area, and the PowerPoint, the chapter test prep videos, and the section video lectures. Now, as far as everything else, we do not use in the class. So that is basically it with you setting up your MyMathLab account. Now, I need you to set this up so on Monday, when you come to class, again in room 218 in the Atkinson building, which is the library building. Again, that is room 219 in the Atkinson building. Again, 219 in the Atkinson building and the library building. That is the room we're meeting in on Monday. Now, one other thing with the notes videos, I will describe the structure of the class when you come to class on Monday. So again, I will see you in class. Please register for MyMathLab, and if you have any questions, you can email me. I am attaching a syllabus to your email that I sent. Make sure that you look over the syllabus, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you.